In this question, for sake of time's sake, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come. And will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever, and so be it. This is the power. We would go in Hebrew and English, but we kind of pressed for time, and we started off a little late. So I'm just going to go straight to the English. Lord, this is the power in Hebrew. Lord, in the name of Yahweh, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, and the power to cleanse the lepers, and the power to raise the dead, and the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it. This is bless Israel. Lord, in the name of Yahweh, bless us, Israel, and the school. And in the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth, and he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil, and he shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83. Keep not thy silence, O God, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thy enemies make a tumble, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. And they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes of Jabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, and the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur is also joined with them, and they have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Mennonites, as unto Sarah, as unto Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which is paired at Endor. They become as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeed, yea, all their princes as Zabak and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them like a wheel that stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth the wood, and as a flame setting the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid of thy storm, and fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. And let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh of the Most High over all the earth. So in this turn, Shabbat means be seated. Shabbat means be seated. So we're going to get off into Sabbath service. That's what we having today. For those that might not know, when you look at the calendar, Sunday is the seventh day of the week. Sunday is the first day of the week. So this is the day that the Most High ordained the children of Israel to keep this day holy and separate. So what we do on this day is we preserve what our Lord told us to do, and we keep the Sabbath holy, and we separate that from the rest of the days like he told us to. So this Sabbath service is what you would do, well, what y'all been misled to do tomorrow is what you actually supposed to be doing today. Whereas today we're going to go from Friday sundown is to Saturday sundown. And I know a lot of Christians, y'all only going to do it for a couple of hours today. So for those who are out here watching, this is what's called Sabbath service. This is the service that you're supposed to be doing today instead of tomorrow. And this is the day the true children, the descendants of the children of Israel, we carved out, the Most High carved out and set aside this day. So what we do on Sabbath service is we get off into the scriptures. We actually read the scriptures and we break them down as we read them, so you can get more clarity and clarification of what's going on. So it's like a service, but it's also a form of teaching. Usually on Sabbath service, we don't like do a lot of debating. We just break the scriptures down as we go along. So at the same time as Sabbath service, you're actually learning because the scriptures are being broke down as you read and go along. So I know we're in the book of Numbers. I think we're in Numbers 18. I'm just going to call my heads to be sure. I had it in my phone, but I'm pressed for time. I usually supposed to get to start at 10 o'clock. So, brothers, that's the best thing about having a brotherhood. I could call and get this chapter we're going over. My captain sent it to me. I had it down, but this is a new phone. I keep having to get Androids, every now and then you just get the least Androids, like a car, and just switch them out every couple of months. You can't. Shalom, Lord Christ. Could you send me what we picking off at? I think we're in number 17, but just to make sure it's numbers 18, could you shoot it to me about the shot? Most High Christ. So what we about to do is we about to get into this Sabbath service, and break these scriptures down and read the scriptures. We always start from Genesis. That's the best thing. And anytime you read in a book, you always want to start off from the beginning. So we actually start off from the Old Testament. For those who are out there watching, you might say, well, why y'all starting from that? Because the book is one book. And when you understand what's going on in the Old Testament, it's easier for when you get to the New Testament because you can know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people pick up the New Testament and they don't understand everything they're actually saying. It's coming from the Old Testament. There was no New Testament in circulation at the time. I mean, the New Testament was currently being wrote. So what I'm about to do is get ready to get this started. I'm just waiting for the tech to get started in Numbers, and we're going to get going. Got to make sure I get that water in me, because when you get to reading, your lips get to get dry. Some of y'all brothers out there be petty. Y'all won't even be listening to the message. Y'all be like, man, you see how dry his lips was? And his lips was dry as hell. You know how I know y'all be doing, because I used to do the same stuff before I came in the truth. Don't even be listening to the message. Okay, we starting off at, let me see. We starting off at Numbers 25:1 to number 26 and 65. So let's go. Numbers 25:1. This is Numbers chapter 25:1. And when we read in the Old Testament, what we actually reading is the Torah. Damn, that's in Deuteronomy. Yeah, Numbers 25:1. All right. It said, and Israel abhorred and smitten, and the people begot to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. So what they're saying, and he said, and they called the people unto the sacrifices of their God, and the people did eat and bow down to their gods. So what are we reading? Let's go back over the top. It said Israel abhorred and smitten. So that means Israel posted up and smitten. And the people begot to commit whoredom, meaning with the daughters of Moab. So you got to remember, when you pick up the Bible in the Old Testament, Deuteronomy, the Most High told the children of Israel, you don't give your sons to their daughters, or you give your daughters to their sons. Now, I know a lot of y'all in the Christian church don't like to hear this, but the Most High didn't want the children of Israel really sleeping with people outside the children of Israel. I mean, we carry a holy seed. I know that don't sound like much to y'all, but we carry something special to the Most High because we his people. So the seed that we possess inside us, he on us want us to mingle with each other. You put that seed in one of the children of Israel, and you make the children of Israel grow as being a nation. But he said we could begin to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. So the Most High said, when we posted up in this land, like let's say for instance, the Most High, we the children of Israel, and he had us go posted up in Cincinnati. So while we all posted up in Cincinnati, we started looking at the women that was running around in Cincinnati, and we began to start sleeping with them. Well, that's what the children of Israel did. They started sleeping with the daughters of Moab. And do you know who the people of Moab is? They would be the Chinese today. So the Most High said we began to sleep with the daughters of Moab, commit whoredom by sleeping with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods. And the people did eat and bow down to their gods. One of the main reasons why the Most High didn't want the children of Israel mingling with other nations and dealing with other nations. In the old book of Deuteronomy, he told us, he said that he didn't want us mingling with other nations because we begin to serve their gods. Look at some of the kings of Israel that had many different wives of slain strange nations. They began to make idols to the gods of the women of that nation. You know, the Most High didn't want us mingling with other nations because he said we'll begin to fall away from him and begin to worship their gods. So now that's what he's talking about the children of Israel did. The children of Israel committed whoredom by sleeping with Moab. And by sleeping with Moab, they took us away from our God. And he said, and they, the people, unto the sacrifices of their God. And the people did eat and bow down to their gods. So when we start sleeping with these other nations, we begin to eat of their sacrifices and begin to bow down and worship the God of the women of the nations. This is why the Most High told us we don't mix with other nations, because we would begin to serve their gods. That's all in Deuteronomy, all throughout the Torah. And I know some of y'all might be saying, well, God ain't a race man. God is a separatist. The God of this Bible is a separatist. He didn't want us mingling with other nations. So we began to worship other gods. And Israel joined himself unto Babelapor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. It says, so we joined ourselves to these people, and the Most High was pissed off at us. He was pissed off at us. First of all, he told us, you don't give your sons to their daughters or your daughters for their sons, because he told us for this particular reason, we'll begin to worship other gods. Even when Solomon was sleeping with other women, he began to make gods for them nations. Y'all don't understand how important that is, why the Most High want us to be separated from these other nations, because we begin to do what the other nations do. We run through the house burning sage and all this stuff that other nations. Most High said you worshiping these other gods. So, and the Most High was kindled. And the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, and the furnace of the anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. You hear what the Most High said? And the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, and the furnace and the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay ye every one his man that joined unto Blabberpor. And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Madadish woman in the sight of Moses, and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Now I want y'all to think about this. The Most High said, hey, you know what I want you to do, Moses? All them guys that join hands with them other women and bowing down to their God, it pissed the Lord off. It pissed the Most High off. And he said, you know what I want you to do? I want you to chop all their heads off and hang their heads up. And then Moses was saying, you want me to do this to them? And at the same time, while Moses was talking, because what angered the Lord by joining other women. It'll be like, I'm telling you, hey man, I don't want you to step on my grass. If I catch y'all stepping on my grass, and at the time I'm telling you don't do this, people start coming over there stepping on the grass. So let's keep going. He said, and when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest saw it, he rose up from among the congregation, took a javelin in his hand, and he went after the man of Israel unto the tent, and thrusted both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly, so that the plague would stay from the children of Israel. So at the same time, the Most High telling them don't join with other nations, and the Most High was pissed off about us joining with Moab. So then he was so mad that we joined with them, bowing down to their gods. He told Moses, hey, listen, chop all their heads off. So Moses was like, damn, you want me to chop their heads off in front of the whole congregation? And at the same time he's saying this, because he's upset about it, one of the children of Israel coming, the same thing that Moses was pleading with the Lord about, one of the children of Israel bring up one of the same women. And it's a thought like, you see what I'm talking about? Most High is like, you see what I'm talking about? This is why we got to stop this. So let's read this again. And Aaron, the priest, saw it. At the same time he talking, he seen him bring up the talking while Moses talking. The priest, Aaron, his son, he see this. And he jump up and he grab a javelin. Javelin was one of them things back in the day you throw, with the spear on the thing. And he went and chased the man from one of the children of Israel. This man, he was an Israelite. He chased him from being with this woman of another nation. They ran into the tent. And Aaron went in there, he killed the Israelite man and the woman of another nation, intermixing. What y'all say, interracial marriages or interracial relationship. Most High said, man, he don't want us doing that, because this is how we fell off so bad. When you join the other nations, he said, the reason why he had him kill that man, he said, I want this plague to stop. I don't want this to even spread. I want you to do something right now to stop this from spreading. He said, I want you to stop this interracial mixing they're doing, sleeping with these other nations. You're going to chop their heads off so the rest of them see it. And at the same time, Moses is getting the direction of what he's supposed to do. Somebody come with another woman of another nation. Tell me, hey, one y'all, who y'all feeling her? And Aaron was like, man, this nigga done lost his mind. And grabbed that javelin and got to chasing him. And he killed the man and the woman. And he said, I want to make sure this plague don't spread. So I want all the children of Israel, the whole congregation, to see this is what you ain't supposed to do. But this ain't the first time he had to check us about worshiping other nations. This is the main reason why the children of Israel is commanded for us to stay together and build with each other. Because this is what happened when you marry outside your race or mix with other nations. I'm married to a white woman, not in real life. I'm hypothetically. I'm watching on TV and I watch this brother get gunned down by a white officer. I feel some way. I'm angry. But she can't really understand what I'm feeling because she don't come from that background. She's not an Israelite. She don't go through the struggles. And at the other side, is her people is the oppressors, is the one who's on this side killing my people. So how can she fully understand what my people going through? But you know what some people do, a lot of black folks do, and a lot of people do in interracial relationships, they be desensitized when it comes to their people. So now when you see something happen to your people, you don't want to offend your partner. So you kind of desensitize it a little bit. It's just like a lot of people that got a lot of white friends. You hear them say stuff that like true, like black people lazy, but we make about lesser unemployment rate than a lot of other nationalities. So statistically, we're not even lazy. That's according to the statistics. So by people joining with other nations, they always turn on it. It still happens. This is why the Most High said, you don't do that. We begin to worship their gods. Caesar Borgia, the Christian church, that's their gods. We didn't join so much to that nation that it's kindling a fire in the Most High. I believe that's why that Middle East, I'm praying that blow up. I'm praying so much, it's even harder. so we can hurry up and get rid of the system. Let's keep going, y'all. And for y'all don't understand why I'm praying for that to happen, I'm praying that for that to happen, because when I get to really popping off and it get to popping, that's when Christ about to return. So it's like I want to see this whole system fall. Let's keep going. Verse 10, the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, has turned my wrath away from the children of Israel, while he was zealous for my sake among them, that I consume not the children of Israel in my jealousy. So at the same time, when the most, you know, the only nation that the Most High ever have mercy with and compassion with when you read about the Bible, is the children of Israel. At the same time, when the Most High was telling Aaron to cut their heads off, Moses to cut their heads off, and Moses was really trying to plead for the people, and the man, that woman of another nation up there, and Aaron seen it. And the Most High said he's zealous. He was so zealous, and he seen how he wanted to stop that plague. And Aaron was so zealous. When we mean by zealous, I want y'all to picture this. This is the frame of mind I need y'all to picture. The Most High is talking to me and saying, hey, I want you, and I'm going to put y'all on the game terminology. The Most High talking to me and saying, hey, I need you to take care of these brothers, because they worshiping another God and sleeping with other men, other women. And I'm pleading with the Most High, saying, you want me to do this in front of the congregation? And at the same time, I'm talking to the Most High, and he's telling me why he want to punish the children of Israel. Somebody comes with a woman of another nation. And then Aaron sees this and jumps up with a javelin and chases the man and kills the man and the woman. And the Most High said, hey, Aaron was real zealous. He felt what I was saying, and he took care of that. And just because he did that, I'm going to have mercy on the children of Israel. I ain't going to even kill them all. I ain't going to chop their heads off. I'm going to do this because Aaron saved him. You know, Aaron saved, like we tell y'all all the time, Christ, he was our savior, but the Most High always sent us saviors. Right now, Moses and Aaron is being the savior to the children of Israel, because the Most High was about to destroy a lot of the children of Israel. Let's keep going. Wherefore say, behold, I give unto him my covenant of peace, and he shall have it, and his seed after him, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his God, and made an atonement for the children of Israel. When Aaron killed that other Israelite and that woman of another nation, the Most High felt that, you know. And notice the wording in the when you read the scriptures. This is why we always say you need the King James 1611 version. That's the best Bible to have. You know, I was having a debate with somebody earlier this week, and I was telling them, half of the country reads at, when we look up the statistics, they say 56% of Americans read at an 8th grade level and can't comprehend beyond the 8th grade level. 56%. That means half of America. So why am I saying this? Because I want you to listen to the wordings of what I said. It said, and he shall have it, and his seed. Not seed. That means if my sperm, my child would be my seed. He said his seed after him. That means my child after him. This is an everlasting priesthood covenant with the Levites. He said, in the name of the Israelites that was slayed, even that was slayed. I'm on the second floor, first room. It said, now the name of the Israelites that was slain, even that was slain with the Maladidish woman, was Zarmai, the son of Salu, a prince and a chief house among the Solomonites. And the name of the Madish's woman that was slave was Kazabai, the daughter of Zar. He was the head over a people and a chief house of the Madian. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, vex the Madianites and smite them. The Most High told us to kill all of them now. He said, man, kill all of them. The people that was around. That's why sometimes when I read the Bible, I never understood when I hear Christians say God is love. God is love to the children of Israel. If you can comprehend this book, he didn't love no. You hear what he told us? I want this name, like this name, the brother that did this, I want this name to be known. And the woman that he slept with, they people, kill all of them. So I want to make sure this don't happen again. Smite them, kill them all. For they vex you with their wiles, with their wails. Let me see what that word means in Hebrew. Let me just look this up. Their wills. What their wills, what that mean? Cunning, crafty. So the Most High say, listen, they're cunning and crafty. So let's go back to that. That's why it's always important to know what it's saying in Hebrew. He said, for they vex you with their wills, meaning they vex you with their cunning. They slick. They tricking y'all. You know what I'm saying? Wherewith they have beguiled you in the manner of the pure and in the manner of the Kozabai and the daughters of the prince of Madian, their sisters which were slain in the day of the plague for pure sake. Pure sake. Let me go back here and just go. Damn, why my phone on? Oh, I'm about to say shit. I know the iPhone ain't the only one. I know I got an Android. We can do a little something on here now. We trying to play it like my Android can't kick up nothing. I was struggling with that though. 26 and 65. I want to wait for my brother's on his way up here, so I'm trying to get a little time for him to get up here. So I'm gonna narrate the story, man. So when you read, so I'm gonna narrate the story in Numbers 25, starting at 1. I'm just gonna run it down to you. We had moved in the land and we set up in that land. And then that land we set up was in the land of, we was in the land of Moab. Yeah, we began to sleep with the daughters of Moab. And when we pitched up in that land, we began to sleep with these different women. I'm gonna say Asian women, just to be, Moab. But I'm gonna say we began to sleep with other women of other nations. And we began to sleep with the women. We began to worship their gods, eat unsacrificed food, like unclean foods. We fell all the way off. And the Most High was mad at us. So at the time he was mad at us, he told Moses, hey, I want you to chop all their heads off. I'm turning my back over, post them heads up so they can see. So Moses went to plead with the Most High, to spare us. And at the same time he was asking us to spare us, our brother pulls up with a woman of another nation, an interracial relationship, trying to offer her to other brothers. And when he did this, at the same time Moses trying to plead with the Most High for this same reason, Aaron, he knew the Most High was pissed off and he didn't like what the Most High don't like. So he jumped up and grabbed a javelin. And the same brother that had that woman, they took off running. Aaron chased them down, caught him, took a javelin. He killed the woman and he killed the man. He killed the Israelite and he killed that woman. See, the God of the Bible, man, he ain't playing with not even the children of Israel. I told y'all I want y'all to stop this and y'all gonna stop it. So when Aaron did that, the Most High seen, he said, damn. He seen how much conviction he had. He seen how he felt. The Most High seen how he felt and how much he was convicted and moved with the Spirit. The Most High said, you know what? I'm gonna spare the children of Israel just because you did that. Just because you did that, And when he told Aaron, I'm gonna spare the children of Israel just because you did that, he also talked about this priesthood and his seed. But at the same time, the Most High said, I want to make sure this be known that this never happened again. So we're gonna make sure this brother And I want y'all to do, what I want y'all to do is make sure this nation that he slipped with, I want you to wipe all of them down. Kill all of them. Kill them all. You know what I'm saying? You know, why are we going? I want you to kill them because they real slick and crafty, and they cunning. You know, they cunning. They kind of slick. You know, see, the Most High always talked about in Psalms how these other nations would be running slick. These women kind of cunning and slick. So you know what I want you to do? So we ain't even got to worry about it. Kill all of them. Kill them all. See, this is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the true God. So I told you I was going to start off in 26. My brother got in here. He just pulled up, so I wasn't going to start off there. So I just narrated what was going on in page 25. So the Most High spared us just because he seen the conviction in Aaron. Like, man, damn, Aaron feeling me. You know what? You just saved the children of Israel. Aaron was a savior to us again. Most High, like when we always tell you in the school, it's always been saviors for the children of Israel. Prior to that, it was about to be heads chopped off. Until Aaron jumped up and took that javelin and chased that Israelite brother down for sleeping with a woman of another nation. And not just that, this woman was cunning, slick. So these women that were coming at us, they was real slick. They knew we was the shit. So they were like, yeah, I gotta knock me an Israelite man off. And the Most High seen that. You see how much the Most High is against interracial relationships. That's what I'm reading to you right now. I'm reading to you the Most High said, hey, you don't give your sons and your daughters to another nation. Now I know a lot of Christians say, yeah, that was in the Old Testament. In Malachi 3:6, it say, for I am the Lord, I change not. He still ain't with that. That's why he told you in Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourself together, O nation. He constantly tells us to gather ourselves together because it's about us with him, whether you believe it or not. It's about us. So
where we at?
Numbers 26:1. We're going down to 65.
Numbers 26:1.
Yeah. So we're going down. I did 25, so but basically the whole chapter, because 26, 65 is the whole chapter.
Okay, Numbers 26:1. Yeah. So fill me in where we at. What's up?
So I started off on 25. When you started off on 25, it was talking about how we pitched about in Moab. We began to take the daughters of Moab, and when we began to eat of their sacrifices, right. pray their gods, and Most High was pissed off at us. You know what I'm saying? So he
wanted some of that Bang Joon chicken.
Yeah. So he told us, like, hey, he told Moses basically, hey, listen, I want you to chop all their heads off, the children of Israel. Like, I want to make sure I stop this.
Just because they want to sleep with a woman of another nation, huh?
Just because they want to sleep with women of other nation. Right. You know, and then Moses was pleading with him, like, man, you want me to do this in front of a whole congregation? You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, he pleading with him, an Israelite brother, pull up with a woman with another nation and offer her to another brother. And then Aaron seen it. At the same time, Moses pleading. So he jumped up with a javelin and chased the Israelite brother down and the girl and put it through both of them.
The Israelite brother and that heathen one.
And the Israelite brother and the heathen.
You got to understand the spirit of that. It's the same as today. A lot of people don't understand. When you're listening to us, we're the intercessor, meaning we're not Christ, of course, but we're the ones pleading for you. When we're saying drop the pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, drop the religion. You look at us as the enemy. We're the ones pleading for you because you got to do it. I'm good at that. But we're the ones pleading for you. You understand? So when we telling you stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, stop fornicating, stop dealing with these women of other nations, men of other nations, stop thinking you need to be somebody you're not. We're the ones pleading for you because we know the destruction the Lord wants to put on our people that does that. You understand? So just like Moses is pleading with the Lord in that situation, say, hey, can you have mercy? I know they clowning, but can you have mercy on them? That's who we are today. We're the ones pleading for you. Yeah, I know they're gonna smoke that weed. All right, I know she about to have hot girl summer. I know. I turned on Facebook and she had nothing but ass. I get it. I know. Yeah, he had to get his pack off. I know. But Lord, if you could just have mercy on him for another second. And guess what? While we're doing that pleading, guess what we're telling you? Hey, you got to stop being a whore. You got to stop selling that pack. You got to put the drugs down. You understand? You got to stop pouring out your women. You understand? You got to stop being a Christian. These are the things we're doing because we know, Lord, have mercy on this city. Raise up glorious men and women. Just give them time. Bring them in. Put your spirit on them. We're doing the same thing Moses doing for this city. But guess what? There is going to come a time where the Lord's going to say, no, there's no point. They don't want to listen. And then you're going to have whatever your javelin is coming through you, whether it's cancer, a STD, a gunshot, whatever it is. Because the Lord is not playing. He's sending the prophets out. If you don't want to listen, well, you know, the Lord, what the scriptures say, what was written aforetime was written for our learning. So this is supposed to show us, oh, when we're in sin, what's the sin? Interracial marriage. Hey, dang, interracial marriage is a sin. Yeah, maybe I should stop doing that then. Because he was ready to unalive the whole nation for interracial marriage. He literally flooded the earth for interracial marriage. You understand? So we have to get in line with what the Lord wants. You understand? How can I get them shirts I can support? What shirts he talking about?
Probably some shirts.
You talking about UPK shirts?
Yeah, probably see the UPK shirts.
Shoot, get in the UPK. Support the truth by being in the truth. You understand? That's how you support the truth. I mean, we got websites and stuff, but you'll find that out as you get into the school. We don't want just anybody wearing a UPK shirt. These are authorized shirts for priests. Even our young men can't wear these shirts until they actually become officers. So you ain't just gonna sell these shirts to nobody. You got to be an authorized priest of the Most High. You understand? So you got to be ready and willing to be the answer. Be the answer. You want a shirt? Learn how to be the answer for you, your household, and your people. You learn how to be the answer, you can get whatever shirt you want. Believe me, I got more glorious shirts than this. I'll tell you right now. I can't wait till Passover. I'm gonna be stunting on Southern Ohio gonna hate me. You understand? I'm about to come through. I know he think he fresh, but I'm thinking, hey, I'm putting in my brick this time. You're gonna see. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I got a little something up the sleeve. But yeah, you want a shirt? Learn how to be the answer for your people. It's that simple, man. We just not any day niggas wearing this. We wear this because this is our commitment to the Lord. That's the only way you get these shirts. You got to learn how to be the answer. So if you want to be the answer, you come get with your brothers. We'll help you be the answer. You can be one of the greatest answers your city ever seen. But if not, then these shirts ain't for you, dog. The world.
So I'm gonna start when we started 26.
Wherever you was at.
Oh yeah, this is Numbers 26:1. And it came to pass after the plague that the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saying, take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, from 20 years old and upward throughout their father's house, and all that are able to go to war in Israel. And Moses spoke, and Moses and Eleazar, the priest, spoke unto them in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near Jericho, saying, I just want to stop this part. For all you people who watching this and like to talk about Ruth, this is where Ruth is from.
Right.
For because I've seen other Israelites speak on us when we do this or talk about Ruth, and y'all talk about, we say Ruth. The actual story or the land that Ruth talking about, that Ruth is from, takes place before you get to the book of Ruth. The actual land that Ruth is coming from is not Moab. It's actually it's the plains of Moab.
And we had rulership or control, so to speak, of that land for 200 or 300 years before Ruth was even in it.
And right, and that's why Ruth is called the Moabitish.
And that's right. Yeah, right. Just like I'm called a Daytonian.
Right.
I'm not. I mean, I'm born here, but I'm not like this. I ain't literally native to Dayton. I mean, I'm a native. I'm an Israelite. That's my bloodline. But I'm called a Daytonian. He might be called a Daytonian or a Chicagoan because that's where he's from. That's where he grew up. That's where he lived. Same thing with Ruth. It's the same spirit. Like, y'all understand that. Like, if we in America, we get a group of 10 brothers from LA, Brooklyn, like even in New York, Brooklyn ain't the same as what
Queens.
Queens
Right.
ain't the same as
Harlem.
Harlem, right? Even that's in the same state, and y'all understand that concept, but you can't understand this. So understand, we're not the people that started that. We're just continuing what was already in our culture. Oh, you from the plains of Moab? She Moabite.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
Moabite.
yeah, she from over that way. Well, yeah, Moabite. You know, the Moabites. You know, we took that. That's us.
And
That's
when
all
you,
it is.
it's lucky. And when you actually read Moabites, it tells you from the plains of Moab. It's
Mhm.
telling you this is where she actually is coming from. She's coming from here.
Yeah.
That's where she coming from. So for all you Israelites, as I seen a couple of y'all didn't put no names on it,
Okay.
but y'all was talking indirectly. If the Most High said the Moabites can never enter his congregation, either you calling the Most High a liar by saying Ruth was a Moabite, or you quite don't understand the scriptures. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it
You
says.
know, so it just blows my mind. It just blows my mind how we've been doing this. The first school to be doing this, and then all these other schools start
Pop
off,
up,
and
start
then
doing
think they can correct
Then they got a
something.
pop up ideology.
Yeah, they
Pop
got
up theology.
So when you hear in the plains of Moab, Ruth takes place before then. We already got the plains of Moab. So I'm about to keep reading. Take a sum of the people from 20 years, and one more thing. You know why I keep saying the houses of their fathers, like we always emphasize? You are determined your lineage by your father. That's why I say go throughout their father's house and all that are able to go to war. He said, and Moses and Eleazar, the priest, spoke unto them in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near to Jericho, saying, take the sum of the people from 20 years old and upward, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the children of Israel which went forth out of the land of Egypt, Reuben, the eldest son of Israel, the children of Reuben, Hanok, of whom cometh the family of the Hanakites,
Right.
and what's that? Palu,
Yeah.
the family of the Palulites.
And that's another thing you got to understand. So when you seeing those ites, it's just telling you, like a Pulite and a Hanakite, those are still Israelites. You understand? It's just telling you the man that they derive from. You understand? If he got a lineage or a family, it would be Izabites, Yawathumites. That's how we, again, everything is according to your father. I know you don't understand how important a father is, but the Lord is trying to make sure you understand. This is how vital a father is. It's literally your lineage. You will be known by that for generations. Who does it say? The Paluites.
The Paluites.
You understand? For hundreds and thousands of years, the Paluites, they knew who that was. Oh yeah, they come from the man Palu, who came from Reuben. He was a Reubenite. But they probably weren't saying, I mean, they would say they're from Reuben, but they probably just went off and said, yeah, we Paluites. Yeah, y'all know who we are. So you got to understand, that's the spirit of our people. That's who we are. That's how we identify. So when you see it's saying a certain tribe or people and liken them to Israelites, they probably were Israelites. It's just they are deriving from that man.
So let me ask you this question. So in I forget what verse when they said when Abraham was telling one of his sons how they would become many nations.
Right.
So this is saying like, so one guy can make 3 or 4 sons, and these sons, they might not be called Reubenites, they might be called Yawathumites, Azabites,
yeah.
but we all descend still from
we Judites.
We are Judites.
Right.
But although we not being
Yeah.
y'all see how this going? It's
Exactly.
like, so sometimes when we say, no, these Israelites, and they like, oh, so y'all ain't, no, we going back to the link. It's still a link.
Like in righteousness, when you look at what's it called? Like today's time, we have family reunions, right?
Right.
And in righteousness, you might see a big family, 300, 400, 500 people there. Well, guess what? They would all be Izabites of the tribe of Judah. So it's a whole family of Judites. Now, across that same field or that same, what most of them have them at parts.
They come different
So
parts.
you might have Yawathumites, and there might be 200, 300, 400 of them over there. And we are having our own family thing, but guess what? We're all Judites. It's just this is the lineage of that family tree that comes from Judah. That's literally what it is.
So, verse 6, and her what's that? Hezron, the family of the Hezronites,
Right.
and Carmi,
Yeah.
the family of the Carmites,
Yeah.
and the family of the Reubenites,
Yeah,
and they were
these are the
these were and these are the family of the Reubenites.
See, and this is why it's important to understand the law, because as you're reading throughout the Bible, you're going to see something like you might see a Hezronite. They could say Izab the Hezronite. Well, you're going to see it's calling the Hezronite Israelite, and you're going to think it's another nation because you don't understand the law. The law breaks this down. It can be a lot of offshoots of Reubenites, a lot of offshoots of Gadites, a lot of offshoots of Judites, but they're still Judites. You understand? You don't understand that.
Yeah, something too.
Yeah. So that's what you gotta realize. This is why you gotta understand the law. If you don't understand the law and the testimony, you're not gonna understand the scriptures in totality. You have to. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 7. These are the families of the Reubenites, and they were a number. It said, and they that were numbered of them were 43,730.
That's 43,730 Reubenites, just off of those 3 or 4 branches.
And that's just one tribe.
Right. That's just one tribe. You understand? So when he says, like, to the verse you was quoting earlier, we'd be a family of many nations. I'm paraphrasing. This is what it's talking about. You understand the Lord? When he said, be fruitful and multiply, and I hope you ain't think every man just had one wife. There's a way you make this happen. You got to put your work in, dog. You got to be ready to commit to this. You got to do this. Yeah. Yeah. That's how this goes.
And the sons of, what's that? Eliab.
Yeah. Hold on. Where we at?
Verse 9.
Yeah.
Eliab. And the sons of Eliab, Neemu, and Datan, and Abram. This is Dathan and Abram, which were famous in the congregation, who strove against Moses and against Aaron in the company of Korah, when they strove against the Lord.
Now that's heavy. Why is that so heavy? Because it tells us that they strove against Moses and Aaron, which meant they strove against the Lord. He didn't like personally come up against the Lord himself. No, they strove against Moses and Aaron, his authorized leadership. And when you strove against the authorized leadership, now you're striving against the Lord, which is one of many precepts to show you why the ISUPK is the only home of the truth. Because all these other offshoots strove against the leadership. That's how you know they're striving against the Lord. It's very simple. You can't box with God. But when the Lord sets something up and put it in place, and now you want to go against it because you don't understand something or you feel a certain way about something, you're striving against the Lord. That's why when I'm teaching my family, I tell them all the time, you're not listening to me because I'm this big boss, mad scientist, want to, rule the world. You listen to me because you want to listen to the Lord. The same way I listen to the man above me. There's going to be times he tells me stuff, I'm like, man, I don't want to do that. Or, I feel like this. He probably don't even know half the time I feel that way. I just do it because I'm not striving against the Lord. That's what it is. That's what it is. If I'm going to say I'm going to serve the Lord, I'm going to set up the rank and order that the Lord set up. It's not my rank and order. It's the Lord. The Lord did this. The Lord know what he's doing. So we got to respect it. And it's the same thing here. All because you got a little fame or status don't mean now you become the voice for the Lord. You understand? Yeah, I figured that was out there. But that don't mean you become the voice of the Lord. If you let's say if you got fame and status, you want to be a voice for the Lord, get up under the men the Lord already set up. And use that fame and status to represent what the Lord wants you to represent. You can use that fame or status, believe me. You can use all that notoriety, but you gotta come up under the authorized leadership the Lord set up. The scripture says, let everything be done decently and in order. It's not going to stop because you got a little fame, status, a little bit more money than everybody else. It's not going to stop because of that. You have to come up under the authorized leadership of the Lord. That's the only way to serve the Lord. There is no other way. Outside of that, you're striving against the Lord.
Verse 10, and the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed them up together with Korah And when that company died, what time? And when that company died, what time the fire devoured 250 men, and they became a sign.
They became a sign for people to know, hey, yeah, we might not want to go against them, 'cause the Lord is obviously not liking when we come up against Moses and Aaron. That might be the leadership we need to shut up and obey. Go ahead.
Notwithstanding, the children of Korah died not.
Mm-hmm.
And the sons of Simeon, after their families, of Nemul, the family of the Nemolites, and Jamin, the family of the Jabinites, and Jachin, the family of the Jashanites, and Zorath, the family of the Zoranites, and Saul, the family of the Saurites. These are the family of the Semeites, 20 and 2,200.
Mm-hmm.
And the children of Gad, after their families, Zepon, the family of the Zipponites.
Where are we supposed to read to?
The whole chapter, 65.
It's only supposed to be 49 verses in total.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
So where did you start from?
Numbers chapter 1.
Numbers.
Numbers 25 and 1. Yeah.
All right, that's
18.
And 18 of this would be 36. And then, let's see, 36. What's 36? What's it? No. What did I say? 49?
Mm-hmm.
So 30 plus 18. So 31.
31?
Yeah, where we at?
We at
like 20 or where we at? We at 14.
No,
13.
We at 16.
16. All right. So 31.
And Ozi, the family of the Ozanites, and Eri, the family of the Erites, and of Arad, the family of the Aradites, and Eri, the family of the Erites. These are the families of the These are the families of the children of Gad, according to those numbers that were a number of them, 40,500. The sons of Judah were Eri, and Onan, and and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Judah after their families were of Shelah, the family of the Shelanites, and Perez, the family of the Perizzites, and Zerah, the family of the Zerites, and the sons of the Perez were of Herizon, the family of the Herizonites.
So now we have, remember, there was already Perizzites, but now Pharisite had a son named Hezron, and he started off his own lynch. So now we got a lynch of a lynch, but all of them is still what? Judites.
The family of the he said the family of Humal, the family of the Humanites.
Yep.
These are the families of Judah, according to those that were a number of them, 316,500.
So 3 that would be 60, and 16 that would be 76,500. Judah get it in.
And the sons of Issachar after their families. What they're naming is the 12 tribes of Israel and all the lineages that come from the 12 tribes, all these different lineages. So even though they might say Judites, there's a lot of families that come out of Judites. It might say the Reubenites, a lot of different nations came out of the Reubenites. You know what I'm saying? This is why I think in the Old Testament they said that Sarah be a mother of many nations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And not only that, and then with this, I always like to liken stuff to today. there's many branches of obviously we all Negroes one way or another, whether we came over here on the slave ships or we were already here. But there's many branches of Johnsons, Joneses, Washingtons. You know, you go to those family reunions. It could be two separate Washington family reunions, and all of them they got 500 plus people at both of them because those are big families, big branches of Negroes. So look at it in the same sense of okay, these are Washingtons, but they're all descend from the same uh, Negroes that came over here on these slave ships. You see what I'm saying? It's the same people, but they're Washingtons because they was on this Washington plantation, and they might have been on this Washington plantation, or you know whatever. It's likened in the same spirit. So instead of being a parasite, they're Washingtons now because they don't take after their culture anymore. They take after their slave master. See what I'm saying? These Washingtons could have very easily been the parasites or the Hezronites, but now they're Washingtons, they're greens, they're browns. Same thing.
Verse 23, and the sons of Issachar after their families, Tola, the family of the Tolanites, and what's that?
Mm.
Pooh,
Pooh.
the family of the Putinites, and Jahub, Jeshub, the family of the Jesubites, of Shimron, the family of the Shemarites. These are the families of Issachar, according to those that were a number of them, 3,4,300.
So 3 score, that's 60. 4,000, that would be 64. 64,300. Yeah, this car get it in too. You know they ain't playing.
Verse 26, and the sons of Zebulun, after their families of Shared, the family of the Sheredites, of Elon, the family of the Elonites, and Jaleel, the family of the Jalelites. These are the family of the Zebulites, according to those that were a number of them, 3,500.
All right, so what's that number?
3,000.
So 3 1,500. So what's that number? So a score is 20.
Right. So that's 2, 4, 6. What's that? 61.
All right, 61 what?
61,500.
Yep, 61,500 Zebulonites.
And the sons of Joseph after their families were Manasseh and Ephraim.
Right. So Joseph himself would be a part of the 12 tribes of Israel, but even he had a branch off before, like he had the original branch off because the tribes became Manasseh and Ephraim, not Josephites. They are Manassites or Ephraimites. So he had the first branch off in this. All right, go ahead.
And the sons of Manasseh was Machar, the family of the Mercharites, and Machar begot Gilead. Of the Gilead come the family of the Gileadites.
So I want to see that because I feel like Gilead. Let me see if I can find it. I didn't spell it right. I want to see something. Like mankind.
It's the beginning of creation.
Okay. All right, how long? Let's see. That's what it is. I was reading the Gileadites. You read a lot about them in Judges and Kings. So when it's talking about that, it's talking about who?
Manasseh. They're talking about Manassites.
Right.
They Manasseh.
You're right. But in Judges 12 and 4, you read, then Jephthah gathered together all the men of Gilead and fought with Ephraim. And the men of Gilead smote Ephraim because they said, ye Gileadites are fugitives of Ephraim among the Ephraimites.
So it's really us fighting each other. It's us fighting against each other. But you know what, though? But you know,
this whole site.
Hey, listen, I had to say this to say because I like to really speak on this when I be saying about sometime I heard Captain Tesario talking about this.
Yeah.
that the children of Israel, I know we trying to put this back together. I know, and I have to always be discerned when I be talking about Hispanics, because I always like to talk about Aztecs, Olmecs, Tainas, and of Negro descent. I'm not talking about Spaniards.
Right.
And I know if you reading right now, like my brother just read to you, we've been beefing with each other. Like it ain't. I don't want y'all to think when y'all.
This ain't start last year.
Right. I don't want y'all to be. Some people think the children of Israel, we was just one big happy family. Yeah, and we was one tribe. We was one nation. We was still beefing with each other amongst nations. We still had problems with. In my world, we was still set tripping with each other. We still was hollering, we GD, you BD, I'm Vice Lord, you Stone, nigga, you a Latin King, you a MS-13. You know, we still doing the same shit today. I'm just being honest.
Oh yeah, and then when they say smoke, it means unalive. They was unaliving each other.
And don't do that today. When we see someone see other same nations, we see each other. It's on site.
It's on site. You understand? Like it was gang for sure.
And the Most High was totally against this.
Damn right.
You know, he was. This is what when he keep talking about we come back together as one, and he keep talking about when you hear about Paul talking about us coming back together, about Ezekiel, and he's speaking up. Most High say, "Hey, y'all niggas gonna come back together, and it ain't gonna be no more beefing.
Right. Yeah,
that's gonna stop.
Yeah,
that's the future prophecy. Ain't no more. This nigga MS-13, and nigga, I'm GD." I got to get at him because in the Most High's that MS-13, if he a Taina, Olmec, that's my brother. Yeah. That's my people. We actually, and this is what we be trying to go out and speak sometime. And you know, I had learned this when I got into school. We actually all are one nation. We the same people.
That's why it talks about taking the two sticks and bringing them back together. Back together meaning to be one. You understand? Yeah, it's gonna be 12 tribes, but it ain't gonna be like that. It's, you know, if I see a Manassite or as a Judite, if I see a Manassite or a Gadite or somebody like that over in our land, it's like, oh, hey, they're gonna homie. Like, hey, let's get the brother right. Shoot, matter of fact, hey, I don't even know why you're here, but we celebrating tonight. What's good? What we doing? What you need?
You don't have to say what nation it is now because they don't understand what if they see.
Oh, okay, all right, all right. So me as a Negro, if I see a Native American or if I see a Dominican or a Cuban, something like that of Negro descent, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, that Hispanic man. No, it's gonna be like, hey, what's up, papi? You know, whatever they be saying. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all love. We're gonna drink the tequila. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And then guess what? At the end of it, I'm saying, hey, so what you over here for? What you need, big dog? Okay. Well, look, you can stay here tonight. Tomorrow we can go do this. I'll get you right here. I know a couple people over there. This, that, and the third. And guess what? If they find me over in their land, it's got to be the same love. That's what the Lord wants.
And that's when we be trying to emphasize y'all about the strangers. Y'all don't understand when we say, this is for all y'all people who talking about y'all had this Holy Spirit. When you had the Holy Spirit, you can concern or you can discern, you can actually see what the Most High is talking about. I'm a stranger when I go over here and I'm over here in the land where we would call the Mexicans or those of real descent.
Right.
I'm a stranger when I go in that land.
Anywhere in Central or South America, we are strangers.
Strangers. If I go over to the Dominican Republic, we strangers, but we the same people. So what the Most High say, listen, what it would be in the future if we went over to the Dominican Republic or we were in Mexico, when the Mexicans see us, they like, oh, they're my brothers.
Right.
Well, y'all ain't got nowhere to stay. Oh, y'all stay here. This is what the Most High say. You got to treat us just like y'all treat each other.
That's what home, we're treating him as the stranger as one homeborn. That's what it means. Meaning, when you see that man you do not know, you know he is foreign to this land. All you need to know is that's your brother. Yes, he is a stranger, but that's your brother. As soon as you can verify that, hey, we in there. It's like you never left home. We got you. You came here on business. You came here. You lost, whatever it is, shoot, don't worry, we got you. You good. As long as you're here, we got you. Because we from here. We know the way. We know what's going on around here. You don't. But as long as you with us, one of us. It's very simple.
Listen, we got two last verses. Verse 30. Mm-hmm. And the son of Gilead, Jezer, the family of the Jezerites,
probably
Jezerites, Helek, the family of the Helites, and of Azareel, the family of the Azarites, and of Shechem, the family of the Shechemites.
Let me see that. Shechem. See, now all this is sounding familiar. Let me see Shechemites. How you spell that?
SHECHEMITES.
All right. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, no, Shechemites is only in that chapter. But with a lot of these, if you look up the like, because it keeps going down. If you look up all these Emmites and Namites and all them, you're gonna find them in later chapters in the Bible because this is what it's always referring to. These are Israelites. You understand? Matter of fact, let me see. What is it called? No, sir. What is it called? I'm trying to. Let me look up a verse for us real quick. Who am I looking for? Elijah. So look at this. This is 1 Kings 17:1. It says, and Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab. So guess what this is telling you? A Tishbite was of the Gileadites. But we just found out that they are of who? The Manassites. So this is how you understand. Guess what? It never calls Elijah an Israelite or a Manassite, but because he's a Tishbite, you're supposed to understand that. And what we just learned through the law, we understand that, well, if he's of Gilead, the Gileadites, the Tishbites are the Gileadites, we know that those are Manassites. So that's how you understand that he was an Israelite. You understand? So yeah, understanding the laws of God, you cannot read the scriptures without understanding the laws of God. It's just you have to understand the laws before you can even really move forward. And then let me see. I'm gonna get one more while we wait on the brother. Let me see if I can find it. Is that what I want? Let me see if I can. Hold on 1 second. Okay, that's not it. I'm trying to look for one more. But I look, you see, but look, what I just did was I looked up Elijah, because you know it calls Elijah a Tishbite, right?
Mm-hmm.
So look at this. Tishbite. All right, so now listen to this. It says 1 Kings 17:1, and Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead. So now that tells us who he was, because we know who the Gileadites were, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those were the Manassites.
Mm-hmm.
So we just found out Elijah the Tishbite was more likely a Manassite.
A Manassite.
That's it's just that simple. But you can't look at a Tishbite and say, see, he wasn't Israelite. No, that's simple. That means you do not understand the laws of God, because the Lord laid it all out right there in Numbers 26. All these ites trace right back to a 12 tribe of Israel.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
I'm glad you, because some people would be saying they call Ruth the Rubite, that mean the Moabite Tish,
yeah.
And then just like you brought up Elijah, but they call Elijah the Tishbite. Then you finding out that a lot of these people, like you see the plains of Moab, all this is already
in the law.
In the
it's
law.
Explained in the law. That's what people don't understand. If you learn the law, you'll learn that a lot of this was already explained in the law. This is why it's giving us the testimony of everything after that. But you have to understand the foundation of the law before you can even go to the testimony, Apocrypha, and New Testament, because everything that those brothers and sisters in the testimony, which is everything, the prophets after the law in the Old Testament, the Apocrypha in the New Testament, everything that they're speaking on goes directly back to the law.
So if I'm a Christian and in a Christian church,
right?
I mean, I have to go understand the Old Testament, the Old Law, the Torah before I can get to the New Testament.
Only if you want to understand the Word of God. If you don't care about that and you just like feeling good and hearing a message of lies, hey, do whatever you want to do. You understand?
What if my pastor told me the Old Testament is done away with? I mean, I never read, but he said the Old Testament is done away with.
And then all you do is say, okay, can you show me where that is? Because, It should be in the Bible, right? If that's what you're getting, it should say that in the Bible, that the Old Testament or the laws of God are no more or whatever. It should say it in the Bible. But I do know Isaiah 8:20 says, to the law and to the testimony, that they speak not on this wise, it's because there is no truth in it. I don't think Isaiah was lying. And I think if Isaiah was here today, he would say the exact same thing.
So in order for me being a Christian, if I was in a Christian church, I would have to go back into the Old Testament, and especially in the Torah, to understand what's going on in the Apocrypha or the New Testament.
It's the only way to truly understand it. Because everything that those men were speaking were according to the law, to the testimony. Just like Isaiah said, just like when you read in the Apocrypha, you start reading about Judah Maccabees and his brothers, they said, I fought for this law. Like they was giving their life for the law you saying dead or done away with. They gave their life to that law. And because they did that, the Lord gave them a whole book, actually 2 books dedicated to them. First and Second Maccabees, dedicated to that whole family. You understand? Because they fought so courageously for the law. Christ said he's not speaking nothing but according to the law and to the test and to the prophets. Paul said the same thing. And that pretty much covers the New Testament right there. Because if it ain't Paul or Christ, guess what? Everybody else in the New Testament comes up under them. So they're only teaching what they taught. So yeah, if you really want to understand what God's word is truly saying, you have to know the law, because it explains. It's almost like getting a new toy, which there's a lot of parts you got to put together, and you're so excited you just want to put the pieces together, but you don't read the instructions, and you kind of get it together, but it's not all the way there because you just want to throw it together real quick. Well, guess what? You got to go to the instructions in the beginning of the book. It's going to show you how to put this thing all the way together. It's the only way to do it. And that's how the scriptures are. So, you know that. What we got? That's it?
Yeah, that was it. Margin, stand. Knock you can you face the east, which would be this way. Okay, it's nice. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I'm scared.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Sabbath Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemaka, Yahweh, Malakwika, Taba'al, Watazaka, Hayah, Ayush, Baratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanawa, Nakam, Kyle, Yawam, Wasawakanawa, Kabawakanawa, Hasalakanawa, Kabawanawa, Wala'ah, Tabananawa, Basawa, Abal, Hasad now, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Wala Para, and Wala. Amen.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the English, what we just read. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. How? Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not to temptation. But deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
This is power in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Babakashah.
Babakashah.
Nathanawa. Haka. La Para. Kal Malawa. Walaka Marawa. Haka. Tahar. Ha Matazarian. Ha Matazarian. Haka. La Hakorian. Ha Tamala. Haka. Al Takarat. Al Tamala. Garsh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah. The one Amen.
What we just read in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all men of sickness.
All manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you so be.
Thank you so be it. Just bless Israel. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
Barak Katad Nahawa. Barak Katad Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wa Yashala.
Wa Yashala.
Wala'a Barak.
Wa Bayaf.
Saparaya.
Saparaya.
Barak Bahashem.
Barak Bahashem.
Yahweh Shah the water. Amen.
Yahweh Shah the water. Amen. What we just read in the English. Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
In the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you so be.
Thank you so be it. Good. Standing.
Are you there? Asha.
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 Our young,
Our young.
our Haharian,
Our Hahari.
my young,
Our young.
Yeshabia,
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a.
Azaria,
Isaiah.
Azaria,
Isaiah.
my young,
My young.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ayush,
Aisha.
Shemayan,
Shamayam.
Wa. You take it from here.
Wa Ratazah.
Well, Batazah.
Ayatan.
Ayatan,
Lama Wa.
Wa,
Ragalka.
Regard,
Ayana Wam.
all y'all want.
Shamark.
Shamark,
Hana.
Hana,
La'a.
La'a,
Yana Wam.
Yalawan,
Wala'a.
La'a,
Yashan.
Yashan,
Shawamar.
Sharamar,
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'al,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Shamar.
Shamar,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Tazal.
Tazar,
Al.
Al,
Ya.
Ya,
Yam Yank.
Yam Yank,
Yawamam.
Yaramon,
Shamash.
Yashama,
La'a Yakaka.
Ya, Yakanka,
Wa Yarak.
Ayara,
Allah Yallah.
Balai, Allah,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yashamark.
Yashamar,
Called Right.
Makar, Right,
Yashamar.
Yashamar,
Pasha.
After Pastor,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yashamar.
Yashamar,
Ta'af.
to the After,
Wa Bawa'ak.
Wabba,
Ma'itha.
Mayata,
Wa'aid.
Wa'ai,
Yawalam.
Walam,
Psalm 121, what we just read in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills,
I will lift up my eyes into the hills,
from which cometh my help.
which cometh my help.
My help cometh from the
My
Lord.
help cometh from the
Lord,
Lord,
Salaki. Yeah, my help cometh, which made heaven and
which
earth.
made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to move.
He that keepeth thee
He
will
that keepeth thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor
The
sleep.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by
The
night.
Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth,
From this time forth,
and even
and
forevermore.
even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim.
Alahayim,
Al Damayalaka.
Al Damayalaka,
Al Takarash.
Al Takarash,
Al Tashakwat.
Al Tasakwash,
Al
Al
Kayahana.
Kayana,
Al Yabyaka.
Al Yabiyaka,
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Al Imaka.
Al Yamak,
Yarim.
Amiwa,
Sawada.
Suwada,
Wayata.
Wayata,
Yaitazu.
Aitu,
Al Tazapawan.
Al Tazapawanka,
Amar.
Amar,
Gawa.
Gagawa,
Nakidam.
with Nakidam,
Gali.
Gali,
Wala'a.
Wala'a,
Yazakar.
Yazakar,
Sham Yashu'al.
Sham Yasha'ala,
Iwada.
Awada,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Nawa Aitizu.
Number Aituwa,
Labath.
Labah,
Ikara.
Makata,
Al Yaka.
Al Yak,
Barya.
Barak,
Yakara.
Yarak,
Aholi.
Ahoy,
Adawam.
Alawan,
Richamai.
Washama,
Alham.
Alaham,
Wa'aba.
Wa'aba,
Wa'agari.
Hargon,
Gabal.
Kabal,
Wa'amawan.
Amawa,
Wa'amalat.
Amalat,
Palashah.
Palasha,
Amishabi.
Amyashabi,
Zazawar.
Tazawar,
Gamashawar.
Kam Ashwa,
Nalawa.
Lalawa,
Imam.
Imam,
Hayawa.
Hayawa,
Zarwa.
Zarawa,
Yashabi.
Yashabi,
Zazawar.
Tazawar,
Gamashawar.
Amashwa,
Alawa.
Alawa,
Imam.
Amam,
Hayawa.
Kalewa,
Zarwa.
Zarawa,
Labanya Lawa.
Labanya Lawa,
Selah.
Selah,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Laham.
Laham,
Kamadi.
Kamali,
Kasiyah.
Kasiya,
Sara'ah.
Sarah,
Kayabi.
Kayabi,
Banakal.
Manakal,
Kayashwa.
Kawashi,
Yashmadu.
Marshall,
Bayan,
Marion,
the Aro,
the Arb,
Hayawa,
Kayawa,
Daman,
the Mom,
La Dama,
the Dom,
Shadamu,
Sherathon,
La Da,
the Da,
Yuma,
the Marb,
Karab,
Karab,
Kazaba,
Sakaba,
Kazabak,
Sakaba,
Wakatazal,
Watagazal,
Manai,
Manai,
Call Nasaya Kumba,
Call Natakangwa,
Ashar,
Shar,
Amaru,
Amar,
Narashua,
Darawash,
Manawa,
Manawa,
Af,
Ah,
Nawath,
Nawa,
Alhayim,
Alahayim,
Alhaya,
Alahaya,
Shadamu,
Shayathon,
Kagala Gala,
Kagala Gala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Rakwa,
Apanya Lakwa,
Kaash,
Kaash,
the Ba'ira Yaira,
Daba Ira Yaira,
Kalhaba,
Mulakaab,
Dalhat,
Dabaha,
Hariyam,
Harayam,
Khan Thoradam,
Kandaradum,
Pasarika,
Pasaiba,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Pathka,
Wapath,
the Bahalam,
Dabahai,
Walaa,
Wala'a,
Panyaham,
Apanyaham,
Palawan,
Kadawan,
Yakwash,
Yabakwash,
Shinka,
Shimaka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabash,
Yabash,
Yabahal,
Yabaha,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Yakapar,
Yakapar,
Yabad,
Yadabar,
Yaiwa,
Yadai,
Kayata,
Kayata,
Shinka,
Shimaka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Babat,
Yabath,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Al,
Ah,
Ka,
Ka,
Ha'aratazar.
Kaharatazah.
This is Psalms 83, what we just read in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
Be not still, O God.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
the enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they have hate thee, have hate and lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people
And consulted against thy hidden.
and consulted against our hidden.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a
and
nation.
let us cut them off from being a
That
nation.
the name of Israel may be no more in
Let the name
remembrance.
be Israel be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of
the
Edom,
Ishmaelites
and
of
the
Moab,
Ishmaelites of Moab,
and the
and the
Hagarims,
Hagarims,
Jabal,
Jabal,
and Ammon,
and
Amalek,
Amalek,
Philistines,
Philistine,
the inhabitants of
the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
So also is joined with them.
So it's also joined with
They have
them.
hope in the children of
Now,
Lot.
hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto
as
Midianites,
to Sisera,
as unto Sarah,
as to Jabin,
as unto Jab,
at the brook of
at the
Kassan,
brook of Kassan,
which perished in Endor.
who perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They became dumb for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like Gorey,
like Zeed.
and like Zed.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes is Zabah
as their princes of Ba,
and Azalmunah,
as a moon,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
Let us take to
the houses
ourselves
of God in possession.
the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God.
make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a stumble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the flame setteth the mountains on
as,
fire.
as the flame setting the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy
and make
tempest,
them afraid with thy storm.
make them afraid with thy storm,
Fill their faces with shame,
fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may would seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to
and
shame
perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high.
over all.
All there.
So,
You want me to give it to him?
we can do we be acting up or something? If it like if they be acting funny about like restrictions or something,
Yeah, I'm sorry, you too.
they do all right.
Yeah, that's
no,
what they do.
yeah, now go ahead.